Hello everyone, welcome back. Okay, well, we have a TEMU haul. I probably won't have many more. I ordered quite a bit of stuff before the tariff took effect. So, after I'm splitting those up because you don't want to see all that at once. But after I go through those, like, I don't know if I'll be doing any more TEMU for a while. $53 for, what's it called, import fees. It was, yeah, a little bit too much out of my budget. And your local warehouses, well, they're charging $2.99 as the last time I looked. I don't know if things have changed yet. $2.99 per item. That gets rather costly also. We have an AliExpress one coming yet. That was still normal. We were surprised. Jennifer didn't have any extra fees onto that one. So we'll see how things go. But I have quite a bit of stuff that I purchased before the tariff took effect. So I'll be showing those for you guys. So what I'm trying to do is, as you guys know, I'm going to try my hardest to have a craft sale. So I am trying to build up supplies, things I know I use a lot. And I'm also trying to get like some different bags. I can make some of my own bags, but if I can find some bags, I'm going to buy them also. These were 50 bags for $4.84. And I'm getting different sizes. These ones will be more for, I have one that's even bigger than this. These will be for, like, if they buy, 2 or 3 items. And most of my items, I think, are going to be fairly small. So that's what I got this one for. I thought it was really, really cute. Get the little handle on it. So 50 for $4.84 on that one. Then I got some smaller bags that I'll be using to put the little, little whatever I make, dangle things, whatever I make into them. This one I think will fit my Post-it notes pretty well. So these are cherry blossom ones. And so I got this little one, and then they're just a little pull the tab on it. So I got a pack of those. There's 100 in a pack. And the small size were $1.71 for the smaller size. And then this larger size, which, well, it looks like it opens right there, but, there we go. So, a little bit larger size. And where's my ruler? So, the larger one is just under 4 inches. And if you go just to here, it's about 4 inches. And then the smaller one is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So the larger one is 100 in here also for $2.56. So I got those. And then we got to move that. We got these Sanrio. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try putting my stuff in here so it's not rolling around on me. Because everything rolls around when I try to put it. It's just a little jewelry tray I had hanging around. So let's put all the little pieces in there after I show them. So these are some Sanrio pieces. I'm giving most of them to my daughter. I want the Hello Kitty, of course. So these are just some acrylic pieces. They're really nice size. Let me measure one. And you get 5 pieces for only $2.80. You'll have to drill your own hole or just glue them down as a flat back. So they are about it says ear about 1 3/4. Pachaco, I think. Cinnarol. Okay. My Melody. And Hello Kitty. And this one, I always forget the name on this one. But, so I'm just keeping the Hello Kitty. She can have the rest. This might work too when I can just carry this whole thing upstairs and put it away like that. Okay, then we got a roll of Disney stickers. I thought I can also use these for the craft show too, just to seal the little bags too, to put a little something on. That's just me. So we got all the characters. Let me see when it repeats. Up the Pooh. Okay, so this is you get all these characters on here. Pooh, Chip and Dale, and Goofy, and Mickey, and Donald, and there's Minnie way down there. So 500 stickers on here for $2.02. So I can't complain about that. Could we? Yes, I'm sure I could. And I have noticed on TEMU a lot of things, the prices definitely have gone up. So it's kind of a shame because, you know, I don't know of any other place around here that's really cheap. So I got these links, and I thought I would use these for, I got another bigger one coming too. I want to try these. I have not used these for my chunky dangles. So all they do is they're just like jump rings, and you just slide them together in the opening here. If that one, there we go. Just slide them in like that, and then you can make your chain as long as you want. So I thought I would give these a try, see what they look like. I thought they might be kind of cute. And I would use more of like my acrylic pieces and my plastic resin pieces and stuff like that because they're more colorful instead of using like metal charms. So I'm going to try that. You get all these pretty colors, and you get 100 of them for $1.57. I thought that was a really good price. I probably should have got more because now, of course, you know, I can't get any more, you know. There you go. And then I found some of my favorite tulip beads in like the clear, like iridescent ones. So, and I do have more packs of my other ones coming too. I think they're might be up there. You get all these colors, and they're like the iridescent clear ones. You can put any color together you want. And so I got more of them, but I probably definitely should have got another pack of these because they are very pretty in person. But hopefully someday we'll be able to order again. I don't know. Okay, so we got those, and those were 20 of them for $1.99, which was a good price for those. All right, then we got these acrylic flower pendants is what they call them. And I think I got, so that style maybe looks like 2 of each. And this purple one, and this one. They're so cute. There's a siren outside. Yep. Okay, so those run about 1.5 by 1 inch. So those would be really, really cute. 10 of them for $3.38. And I don't mind paying a little bit more for stuff too. I'm not paying $53 for import fees though. Like, are you crazy? That's ridiculous. Okay, then I know I'll need more jump rings for my project. So I got some more color ones, and I got the 2 sizes, the 8 and the 10 mil size. So I got both sizes right away. 100 of each for $1.48. So you get all these really pretty colors. So many pretty colors in there. So I knew I'd need more of those, so I got those right away. Let's just put those off to the side. And then we got, you know me and acrylic earrings. Found these really cute strawberry ones, which, you know, I'll take apart. And they were $1.71, and you can get 6 different charms out of this. So really pretty. They're really pretty. I like the color. It's on the back is kind of a reddish color. So those were adorable. Oh, I'm glad I found these and got these. Flip-flop charms. Look at these flip-flop charms. Oh my gosh. Just adorable. I don't see any 2 alike. That one is, but the pattern is not really the same, but it's the same color. Look at this one. That's a nice bright color that one is. It's a fluorescent orange. It's not showing up that bright. There's a fluorescent pink. Aren't those stinking adorable? And they are like a rubbery silicone kind of material. And you get 20 of them for $2.82. And hopefully that'll last me. And that is 1 1/4 inches. I know it's gonna kind of suck. You know, you guys are gonna see some of this pretty stuff, and I'm just putting everything in my wish list, you know, and hope for the best that, you know, it'll open back up. The tariffs will get canceled, you know, and stuff. But I tried to, you know, prepare. Like I said, as soon as I heard that the August 25th or whatever it was the date that the tariffs will go into effect, I'm like, oh, I'm going to order. I ordered right up to the 24th. I ordered. Okay, so I got some more acrylic, these Disney acrylics. You got 10 of these for $2.87. I'm not sure what Winnie the Pooh has to do with Mickey and Minnie and Piglet and Donald, but I like Winnie the Pooh, so. And who am I missing? And I got only one Mickey, got 2 of each of them, and 3 Minnie Mouses. So if they would have gave me one less Minnie, and then I'd had 2 of each. But these are really cute. These are kind of little chunkier ones, though. They're a little bit chunkier. And they have like you can see Pooh's face is kind of glittery. So stinking cute. So I'm glad I found those and got those. I'll have fun with these. Just under an inch. This one probably is about an inch. Yeah, that one's an inch. So they're so cute. And you can drill a hole in that. They're 1/8. Or just glue them right down. So cute. Love those. Okay. And then I got, of course, more acrylics. I found these cute little smiley face flowers. They don't have a hole in, so you have to drill your own hole or just lay them down flat. 6 of them for $1.71. So cute. Now I'm looking at, I don't buy a lot of an item unless I see it first. And because, these acrylic pieces can go one way or the other. They're not always nice looking. And these are really nice looking, and I definitely want more. So we'll just go add some more to the cart and hope for the best later on, guys. All right, those are so cute too. I love acrylic pieces. So I got, for these, there's 50 in a pack, but it was cheaper to get the 5 packs. So there's 5 packs of 50 here. So, and they look like they probably got the same flowers in. Jennifer already is taking one of them. But they look like they have pretty much the same flowers in, but it was cheaper to get them. So I'll be gifting, I can use them to gift and stuff like that because I love, these pet stickers. We'll just kind of show some of them quickly. Get them out of here. But they're so cute. We're going to bring you down for just a second just because it's easier to kind of do stickers like this. But all these different, they're pretty much all in the pink family. But there's all they're pretty good size. And about 2 inches that one is. So they're nice size flowers, which I like. All different roses. So each pack has 50. You have to watch for that sometimes too, because sometimes you do get a better deal if you, get more. So that's what I did on this one. So we got plenty of these stickers. Not that I can't use them, because, I'll find a way. Okay, bring you back down. All right. Do you guys like this tray, or you want me to get rid of it? I just thought it'd be easier than just stuff rolling around all over. Okay, did I tell you that was $4.58? Then, of course, we got more earrings. So we got these. I'll be taking this part, but here's the thing. This is, if you look at it, this is the right side. You can tell this is the back side. It's raised on this side. They put the heart on the wrong way. So the heart should be flipped. So if you were wearing them for earrings, you'd probably want to flip that. It's got a nice little backer on it. So it's actually got 2 of them on. So I can use those for pokey tools. Those are nice ones. Nice big ones. So of course I'll be taking that apart and using those. And so I get 4. So I can get the little hearts as a one. And then I can get I can use the heart as a flat back if I want. So those were $1.89 for those. And then I got these shell beads. And no, they don't fit a pen, but I didn't want them to fit a pen. So they just don't quite fit on your pens. They might fit on a pokey tool. I should have a pokey tool down here. I don't. But I wanted these for something else. So they're stuck together. Oh, that's not going to come apart either. Okay, so that's a loss there. But we don't care. We got 50 of them in here. Or 70 of them in here. Sorry, 70 for $2.10. Kind of an odd number. They really shine though. And they're just the pastel colors. They're really pretty though. So we have those. And I could just take this whole tray upstairs with me and put everything away where it belongs instead of, you know, the other way. And then I got these really pretty tulip flower charms. I'll bring one up close. They're all pinks and purples and that darker red and the blue, purple. And they're kind of like a marbly effect to them, like a swirl effect. And that's not going to come on camera, I don't think, very easily. You guys see the swirl, the white and the blue there? And so they are really pretty. And they are the silver backing. But these ones are really pretty too. And there was 20 of these for $2.52. So these are really... I like these too. I like everything in this order. So got those. And then, you know me on my box of little things. So this one, it didn't tell me how many were in here, but there is a lot in here. And they're flowers. I'm going to open this up without spilling everything. Of course, this is nail art. They are flat backs, but they have dimension to them. So you can see the dimension on them, but how pretty. And like some of them are like, these are a little smaller. And there's a kind of two-tone. You got these kind of frosted color ones. Oh, there's so many pretty colors in here, though, you guys. Look at this. I'm just going to grab a few. Like, there's, in this box, there's pink, and then there's this white mixed in, and different sizes mixed in. Oh, my goodness sakes. And I'll bring it up a little bit more closer, too, because it's a little harder to see on my hand. But look at the colors. Two-tone colors. What is this other thing that's in there? I don't know. I think it's broken from something because I'm not even sure what that piece is. I think it's extra plastic from something. But there's even little white pearls down in there. You can see the little white pearls. All the different colors. I just love kits like this, you know. And this one was $4.48, which I think is a really good price for what you get. And you're getting so many different things in there. It looks like there's some leaves in there. And this little pearl get in there. So you get quite a bit of stuff in there. That was good. And then we have, for the summer, we have some lovely ice cream charms. Ice cream cone with a little strawberry on top. These are so cute. 10 of them for $1.69. Oh, they're so cute. And they already had the little hook on the top for you, which you can take out. You know, those just unscrew right out. Which I got to find because I got a project coming up and I got to find my little loops. Okay, and then some of these fabric heart, I have flowers. I've had some of these in the past that were a little bit bigger. These are a little bit smaller, and I already had that gem in the middle of them, which is nice because I have some fabric ones that don't have the gem, and then I just add my own gem. These are about 3/4, and they're all like purple, and this is a darker pink. And then we got this peach color, and we have, do we have a lighter pink in there? They're lighter on the one side, darker on the front. So to try to get it blue, yep, there's a light pink here. I'll put that next to that one. Really pretty colors. I think I got all the colors. It's so pretty. So this whole pack, there's 50 of them for $1.97. So these are perfect. I use these a lot in projects because they're just the perfect size to add on to things. So I like those. Okay. And then we got some more flower. I think probably about a month ago or so when I showed my last TEMU haul, I had some tulip patches. Little tulip. Got some strings you got to cut off here. Let's just take one of each color down. Get them the right size. Yellow. And they're sticking together. Like it's sewed together. I'll have to cut some of those stitches apart. Okay, do I have that the right way? Nope, turn it that way. I think I got them all right. So now you got these style flowers. 20 of them for $2.10. And I like using these two also. And they glue down really well because they're perfectly flat. So they're perfect for projects. So got them. Add them there. And then, you know, every time I see, got plastic stuck to me, my little spacer, I call them spacer beads with a loop. They have that little, so what I use them for is when I put my beads on here, like I'll just use this for the top. So this would be the bead at the top, and I would put one of these, not on this because it doesn't fit well on here, and then I can add charms off of there. Usually I have a round bead on top because it fits better. And then that's how I add my charms onto my pens and stuff, is by using, the way I search for them is spacer beads with loop. And that's the only way. They really don't have a name for them. They call them connectors. They call them lots of different things. So that's how I always find mine. And I like the design in this one. So I got the gold and silver bundle, which was a little cheaper. So there's 50 of each. And they were $2, 50 of each. I think 50 of each. $2.21. So I got them. So I should be pretty well. I'm afraid that I was going to run out. So that's why I've been kind of stocking up on things that I know I use a lot, because, you know, it's hard to find. I have never found any of these things around here anywhere. So I want to make sure I have a lot of those on hand for making things. And then I think this is the last thing. Last thing I have is strawberry key rings. So they open there. And so they're just strawberry shape. 5 of them for $1.53. And all these pretty colors. Love, love, love. I'm going to go into TEMU withdrawal because, like, I can't order anything. Oh my gosh. If you guys hear anything or any tips or tricks to get things cheaper on TEMU, like, get rid of that. Oh, yeah. Until then, guys, we'll have to find, if you find another cheap place to buy stuff, let me know in the description below. It's not like I don't have a lot of stuff. I'm just afraid I might run out of my favorite things that I use a lot of. And I do look on different sites and different stores and stuff like that. I just can't, you can't find things like this just in a local store, you know. If I could, I would shop it. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. I will have a couple more, you know, coming up. Yeah, I'm kind of spreading them out so that we all can kind of go through a little withdrawal slowly. So I'm going to spread them out a little bit. So I hope you enjoyed this one and seen a few goodies to put in your basket for later. As always, guys, you know, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.